Hi guys, how are you? So for today's reading, guys, I'm very excited to do it because we're gonna look at how your first kiss with your person is going to be like. And in those readings, we're gonna look at before you will be having that kiss, how the kiss is going to be like, and also after you have been kissed or you have kissed each other, how both of you are going to feel. All right, so we have three options for this reading today. We have the first option, which is the amethyst, the second option, which is the clear quartz, and then finally the third option with this beautiful black obsidian. So please make your choice, and let's start right away with the first option, which is the amethyst. So if you have chosen option number one, or this beautiful amethyst, this is your reading. I'm just gonna keep your stone in here. And the amethyst is a very healing stone, and it's also used for meditation, for clearing your mind. If you are meditating maybe sometime during the day, it clears your energy, and it gives you a little bit more peace, like a peaceful feeling, so that you can meditate and maybe calm if you have some kind of a stressful, like if you feel some kind of stress or worry. So let's see maybe how it can relate to your reading. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna see first of all how it's going to be before the kiss, and we're gonna look at your energy, your person's energy, and the mutual energy between you two guys. All right, so I'm gonna have three cards for you and three cards for the other person. So let's start with you, option number one. Yeah, that's a lot of cards, but I'm gonna keep that one. And I won't be reading any reversals, so if there are any reversed cards, I'm just gonna flip this on the right side, just so you know. How is option number one going to feel before the kiss? How is okay? So I can see that you will be feeling some kind of confusion. So maybe you have been a friend with that person, or maybe you have just met and you don't know what are the feelings of that person for you really, because it seems like there are this person might be giving you some mixed signals. And although you would like to for things to move along and to, yeah, for things maybe to progress between you two, you really don't know what the person actually feels if he's interested or she is interested on you, for you or not, or yeah, you have no idea. And this gives you like this feeling of maybe confusion, and yeah, you may be feeling at that point a little bit all over the place, and you're even considering maybe giving up on this connection because you feel like you're just wasting your energy on something that might have no basis at all. So this is what you will be feeling before the kiss happens. So what about your person? 10 of coins. Oh la la, ay 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 ay. Ace of wands and the 3 of swords. Yeah, so it's very understandable because your person is coming from a place of heartbreak. So it's very normal that in this period of time people might give other people some mixed signals, especially if they have been through some hard times. But what they really are, like what their true feelings is that they are feeling very, very passionate towards you. The Ace of Wands is the most passionate, most sexual card in the tarot deck. So definitely they are feeling very attracted to you. But with this heartbreak, it's like they're pulling away because they know that they have been through some rough times, and they're afraid maybe to lose some kind of stability that they have like they have accomplished. So maybe if they have been in a very bad relationship and everything crumbles after that, and now they're like at last they're getting out of that, maybe if they have been depressed or maybe they have been in a very bad place. Now they're getting back on their 2 feet with this 10 of coins, and they're gaining a stability either in their finances and career. But also I see with this 10 of coins, it generally gives me a stability in all aspects. So even emotionally now, even if they have been heartbroken in the past, now they're like becoming more and more stable and secure in their finances and also in their emotions. So it's very understandable, guys, that this person might give you this kind of I am in but I'm pulling away, because they're like a little bit afraid, especially if they have been through some like a very hard heartbreak. All right, so now with the actual kiss, let's see the mutual energy between you two, guys, for option number 1. Oh, look at that. A win-win outcome is forecast and work through your fears. Definitely. Your person really is scared of getting into a relationship, and they know that I'm feeling that very strongly. They really don't want to cause you any like heartbreak as well, and they don't want to like do you wrong, and for that they are very fearful. It's either by doing something wrong to you without even realizing, or maybe getting into a relationship and then going through what they have been through already in the past. So it's definitely the thing that is keeping that person from making that step forward is definitely their fears, especially when I see that like very clearly their past experiences that have like built this enormous fear in their hearts. So it's very clear for you guys. So right now, when it comes to the kiss, let's see when it comes to you, let's see when it comes to the other person. So for you, the Hangman, Temperance card, and for the other person, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, they're going to come forward and they're going to be very honest, because I can see that they are very attracted to you, and but they're going to have some kind of a like trouble getting out of their head, because they have been like very obviously through some trauma. And for you, you're gonna have this aha moment that, oh, this person actually likes me, it's just that they are afraid, or maybe you don't know about what they have been through in the past, and now you have some kind of information about what they have been through, and now you understanding way better how things, like why things are the way they are. And also with this Temperance card, I see that you're going to be very understanding, and also with this Temperance card, it's giving me the indication that maybe the kiss is going to be mutual, as in you're going to go for it together. It's not the one person that is going to lean for the other, but both of you are going to go for the kiss at the same time. So definitely this person is gonna come forward and tell you how they feel, and how or they're going to tell you like about like the problems that they have been through, so that you can understand like why they're acting the way that they're acting. So what is going to be your energy during like for the kiss, your energy when you both are gonna kiss? Sacrifice, and then your person's energy, your person's energy, please. One card. Visitor. So yeah, I can see that during the like you're going to be feeling like quite hot. You can see that this woman in here, she's like putting her hand on her forehead, and she's like, oh my god, it's like you're gonna feel very warm inside. And also for your person, I see that you might be having some kind of conversation, and this conversation is gonna maybe get a little bit more touchy. Maybe this person is going to open up to you and tell you about maybe what they have been through in the past, and see how this person is reaching out to the other person so that maybe they can comfort them. And this is actually how it's gonna start. So maybe, yeah, you definitely are going to feel that very passionate heat inside. And with all the things that your person is going to tell you, like about how, like what they have been through, you're just gonna like start like maybe caressing their shoulders, or yeah, being comforting, and then from there it's gonna start. So how about the kiss? How is it going to be? How is the kiss going to be? Excuse me. How is the kiss going to be? The Ten of Swords. Beautiful. The Three of Wands, and then the Two of Wands. And I got one additional card in here, which is the Empress. So with this combination of cards, I see that both of you are gonna feel like, oh, this was like I waited so long for this to happen. So with this Ten of Swords, it's definitely going to mark an end of a cycle. So the thing is that your person is going to be feeling or maybe thinking about, because I can see from the like previous cards that are like that your person got, that they have been very stuck in their fears and their worries, but now they're like, this kiss that you both are going to share, it's like it's going to be liberating you, all right? Or liberating especially your person, because he's the one that is feeling stuck and feeling afraid. Also with this Three of Wands, I see that the kiss is going to be right at the same time. So both of you are going to be like connecting with each other, like at the same time. And also this is going to be like the beginning of definitely something that is worth having, as in maybe a relationship, or yeah, it's definitely not going to be just a kiss and then you're gonna forget about it. Not at all. It's going to be the beginning of a very solid relationship. And also when it comes to the kiss itself, it's going to be very nurturing and very soft. And also you're going to be hugging at the same time when you will going to be kissing. And with this Two Wands energies and this sword energy, it's like, you know, when you have that feeling and something clicks in your mind, it's like you have a knot in your mind, and this knot, it's like liberates itself. You're like tuck, and you feel so like such a wonderful peaceful energy. And I told you at the beginning of the reading, with this amethyst that you have chosen, it's a very healing stone and crystal, and I definitely see that this kiss is going to heal your, especially your person, because he really needs healing the most. I see that like specifically for your person. So definitely this kiss is going to start as in holding and caressing, and you two reaching out together to have a kiss. But the kiss itself is going to be passionate. It's like a kiss out of a movie. It's so beautiful, because you two are going to be in such an emotional enclosed state. You're going to be opening your hearts to each other, talking about things that are intimate, and then you're gonna reach out and try to comfort each other, and from there going for that kiss. And that kiss, even if you are like physically just holding and embracing each other, the kiss is going to be very, very passionate. All right. Whew. So Yeah, this is beautiful. So any additional card, concession? Another card, please. Stability, yeah. This goes like perfectly with all the cards that we have seen throughout the reading. With this concession, it's like it's going to be the beginning of something that is going to be shared, as in even a soul contract between you two guys, because I see that this person, the stability, especially the emotional stability is very important, and we can see that this part that he's so keen into keeping is going to be kept during the relationship. And I definitely see for you two guys that you're going to start a relationship like from there. And also, like with this concession, I see that you two are going to feel like this relationship that you're going to be having is such a privilege. And also with the kiss that you're going to be sharing, most definitely is going to be a start of something important, and it's something that you're going to be feeling both of you at the same time. So I see that very clearly, is that you definitely are going to be feeling that it's the beginning of something that is going to last for a very long time. So how are both of you going to feel after the kiss? After the kiss, how are you going to be feeling? So let's start with you guys. How are you going to be feeling? The Chariot, wow. The Six of Swords and the Sun. Oh. So you definitely would like, I see that this Chariot and Six of Swords, they're giving me the same vibe, as in when your person is gonna open up to you, it's like you really are wishing for both of you to get out of this energy and to start something that is away of any kind of drama or stress or worry, and you're gonna feel like a very inner like feeling of joy and happiness and fulfillment. Yeah, you're gonna be feeling so good after that. The Wheel of Fortune, wow, this is for your person. The Five of Coins. One last card, please, for the other person, and the Magician. So yeah, I see that your person is going to be, because this Five of Coins is really near the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like your person is going to be like, at last, maybe they will feel like they have met someone that is going to give them that possibility to get out of this to get out of the depression that they might be having, especially if they were still feeling very heavy after their last relationship. So definitely they are going to get out of this mentality, and they are going to recognize that this relationship can bring them so much better, and what they have known in the past, they have to leave it in the past and move forward, because they are feeling very lucky being right now with you, and they for sure are looking at the future with, you can see this man in here looking through some kind, it's like something that you can focus with. So they are looking like in the future with a brighter mentality, and they are they are feeling that their wheel is going right now on the upper side, so that the better days are coming ahead for them. So even if they are coming with this 5 of coins energy, they know that their future days are going to be better. So let's see right now with the mutual energy after you guys have guessed. Mutual energy. Mutual energy after the kiss, please. Mutual energy for option number 1, please, after the kiss. One card, please. One card, please. One card, one card, one card. It's time to release negativity. Yeah. So this case is going to give you guys a realization that what was keeping you guys out of each not what okay, I'll rephrase it. Like, I'll try to find a good phrase so that I can explain what I want to say. What was keeping you two guys from being together is negative patterns. It's a projection of the past to the future. Is older relationships that you feel like you're going to be in for the rest of your lives. This case, or this beginning of this relationship, is going to give you hope that not everything is going to be bad and negative, and there are good people and there are people that love each other, and both of you are going to give definitely yourself in this relationship a chance. All right, so that was beautiful pile, option number 1. Thank you guys for watching. So for my people that have chosen the option number 2, or the clear course, this is your reading. We're just gonna keep this crystal in here, and I'm just gonna explain to you, like, very briefly what we're gonna do in this reading. So we're gonna look before the kiss actually happens. What about your energy, your person's energy, and the mutual energy between you two together, and then how about the kiss, how the kiss is going to be, and how is this going to come about. We're gonna look again at both of you energies and the mutual energy, and then after the kiss, how it's going to be like. All right, so let's start right away with you guys. How are you going to be before the kiss happens? And I'm just letting you know that there will be no reversals in this reading. So if there are any reversals, I'm just gonna flip them on the right side. And let's start with your energy. What's your energy before the kiss? The Page of Swords. 3 more cards, the Fool, and the Queen of Coins. So you definitely are going to be feeling as if you want to go for it. You just you don't mind reaching out first, and kissing your person first. You really don't mind that. Also, I feel like you have been eyeing this person for a very long time, and yeah, you're feeling like a very deep sense of warmth coming from this person. So you're really wishing not just for a kiss or something that you will be having just once and then you're gonna be moving along in your life, but you really are wishing that this kiss is going to be a start for a very a stable relationship, or maybe for this kiss to be just a beginning, maybe for a committed relationship that you will be having with that person. So definitely you will going to be adventurous. I'm sorry guys, 1 second, I'm just gonna reach out for a tissue. 1 moment. So yeah, you're going to be like very adventurous, and you would like to go, just go for it. Two of Wands. So this is for your person. Three of Coins. And the King of Wands. So I really do feel like you have like quite similar energy, because you can see also with this Nine of Wands, it's like in the King of Wands, sorry, it's like that person that just want to jump. You can see that this it's representing like in the Olympics, and when the person he has a stick and just he runs and runs for a certain like period, and then he jumps at it. So your person definitely is going to be in charge. It's like even if you don't mind going for it, yeah, like your person is definitely going to be willing to make that first like to lean for a kiss first. He really wouldn't mind. Also with this Three of Coins, I see that maybe yeah, it's either your person is going to be keeping in mind some kind of circumstances that you both are in. So maybe you will be meeting your person, or your person is going to be working with you, or maybe you will be in some kind of a project together, and they would like to maybe make it happen so that you two can be alone together, so that you can maybe start talking and getting a little bit intimate, you know. I have to say this because I see that your person might be like choosing between two people, and yeah, and we can see definitely that he will be deciding to be with you, but just keep in mind that this person is taking things slow, and maybe he's the kind of person that he starts hanging around with different people until you two together like decide to make the relationship official. It's like the usual. So this case is gonna happen, but I don't see that a very committed relationship is gonna happen right away, but definitely it's gonna build with like you're gonna build that relationship with time. So let's see with the mutual energy between you two guys, how is it going to be like? The energy is gaining momentum and your commitment is being tested. So definitely I see that your first kiss is not going to lead to anything serious right away, but it's like you two starting to hang out together is going to give you more and more affection to each other, and that's what's gonna actually permit you to be in a committed relationship. But I don't see that the commitment is going to be happening right away after the kiss, but it's something that is going to take a little bit of time, because before you two will get it like make it official. So let's see now about the kiss. So how are you going to be like during the kiss? So right when you two are going to be kissing or about to kiss, how are you going to feel? I see that maybe you will be the one who is going to confess first. So you're going to be giving your person some kind of yeah, you're gonna tell them that yeah, you're attracted to them, and you're gonna want them to just tell you if they're interested or not, and so that you can move on. Queen of Wands, Nine of Coins. So definitely this thing that you're going to be telling your other person is going to be making them feel very happy and content, and also they're going to be transforming the way that they are looking at you. So definitely when you are going to confess to your person, so you're gonna give them like an ultimatum. It's either we're gonna stay friends forever, or now we're gonna start something and see what happens. So they're going to be feeling very happy about that, and they are going to see you in a different light when you're going to say that to them. So they're, yeah, with this death card, definitely they're going to be a transformation in the way that they are looking at you. So now let's see about the actual kiss. So this is just before the kiss, but the actual kiss, the lovers. Ooh. Six of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. Oh, let's see some additional cards before we can say anything. Your energy, please. So the energy of option number 1, please. So I can see definitely that this person was looking at you in a very good light, but the fact that you're going to put everything on the table, and you can see in here like there are two people that are sitting and they are reaching for each other's hands, and it's like they're making some kind of intimate conversation. So after they cover this conversation, they really are going to be changing their view on you and looking at you like right now in a sexual way. So one card for option number 1. Yeah, not option number 2. Oops. So definitely I can see that maybe if you were like for you, sacrifice, option number 1 got the same card in the same position. Palace, yeah. It's like these new circumstances that you both are going to be in is gonna build something very big in your person's mind. And yeah, it's definitely with you also with this 18 that equals to 9. It's like a cycle that you are going to break with this revelation or this confession that you're going to be giving to your person. And what I was saying about the kiss, it's like you're going to be sitting together talking like about all of things that we have already said. And if you are like in a social gathering, you're going to be going to somewhere where just you two are going to be together, and yeah, you're gonna like get right to business. Because with the Eight of Wands, I see that the kisses are going to be like very strong, and not just one kiss, guys. Like you're gonna kiss and kiss. It's gonna be like for a very long time. Fulfillment and manipulation. So definitely this revelation that you're going to be giving that person is going to mess. It's gonna mess with their head, and we have already like seen that with this card, with this Palace card. They're going to build a lot of thoughts, and they're going to be going at it with you, and they're like something is gonna switch in their mind, but in a positive way, because with this card, with the full moon, maybe you're going to kiss in a full moon, because this full moon is drawing me very like strongly. or also with the fall, so maybe in the fall season or maybe in 3 months. So I see either 3 months or in the fall season. And the full moon also is drawing me very much. So the kiss itself, as I have said, is going to be like you are kissing, but at the same time your person is going to be thinking a lot in his mind. It's like it's going to be let me explain to you this. So your person is going to look at you either as a co-worker or like at most a friend. He's going to like you very much, but he's not going to be looking at you in a sexual way. But the fact that you have like confessed to them and they have felt that that they have been drawn to you with that force, it really is going to be messing with their head, and they just going to get like go for it with you. So you're gonna be kissing for an extended period of time, very passionately and multiple time. And maybe I see that also maybe it's gonna lead to something more, because with this Lovers card I see that you might be like reunited in a bed. So yeah, I see definitely that this kiss might lead somewhere. Or maybe if you both are like somewhere and started kissing, you might be going maybe to to, it's either your place or your person's place, and you're gonna continue the fun. So how are you going to be feeling after the kiss? So this is you. Ooh, fulfillment. You're gonna be feeling so fulfilled, oh, and your feelings are going to be intensifying so much. And the Eight of Cups. So definitely you want to be like having, like you want to have a lot of alone time with your person. And definitely you're going to be feeling a sense of fulfillment, and maybe even start to fall in for that person. But in your mind with this Eight of Cups, I see that you're going to be restraining yourself for going any deeper emotionally, because you would know that this is just the first kiss, or maybe this is way too early for you to start feeling all those emotions and all like those passionate emotions. So you are going to be feeling like the High Priestess. The Five of Cups and the Wheel. So this person definitely is going to be like he's going to realize that they are going to be making some kind of adjustments, because this kiss is actually is going to give them like a switch in the way that they are looking at you, and that they are looking at their like dating and relationships in general. So with this High Priestess, they were going to be feeling an inner push, maybe to change their ways in general. So maybe if they date many people at once, or maybe if they are just like hanging around with different people, they would feel like after that kiss, or maybe like a little bit after that kiss, that they are needing to make some kind of adjustments, because they know, they have that inner knowing that they will not be able to keep everybody. All right. So what is the mutual energy after the kiss, please? Mutual energy after the kiss. So definitely this bring love into the situation, and you're very close into achieving your goals. Yeah. So yeah, you're not the only one that is actually going to be feeling those deep feelings for the other person, but your person actually is going to be very perplexed after that kiss, because they were not very serious in their relationships, and maybe this kiss is going to give them that push, or maybe that feeling that there is more to that relationship, and that they really are called to be making some kind of compromises. So if they are right now just being casual, like dating casually, after you two are going to be like together, and after the kiss, they definitely are going to be re-examining their decisions. All right, so I see that this kiss is going to be the beginning of something that is going to be slow but steady. And also keep in mind, I don't know if you are like the same way or not, but I have a feeling that you also are in the same like mental state. You two like start hanging around together and see what happens. So both of you are not going to be pressuring each other maybe to get into a commitment or maybe to get into something very serious, but you two are going to be taking your time into taking that relationship step by step without having like to pressure each other into getting into some kind of a title or maybe some. But I see that you're going to be, both of you are going to be there, but not right away. But it's definitely going to be making a lot of things click in your person's mind. So this is very beautiful by option number 2. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I wish you that I've chosen the third option with this black obsidian. This is your reading. I'm gonna explain to you real quick what we're gonna do. So we're gonna look at how the situation is going to be like between you two guys before the kiss, the actual kiss, and then afterward, after the kiss, how is it going to be like. So how are you two going to be together before the kiss? Like how this, like, are you going to be in a relationship? Like how is it going to be, like how your energies are going to be? So let's start with you. Option number 3, please. What's the energy of option number 3 before the kiss? What is going to be the situation of option number 3? Nine of Cups, 6 of Coins, and the Star. So I see definitely that both of you are going to be either meeting in a social gathering or maybe in a bar. So maybe you two are going to be either drinking or having some kind of you know, drinks together. Also I see that like you're going to be very reciprocal. It's either the person is going to be maybe offering you a drink or maybe offering you something, or you are the one that is going to be offering to that person something. But it's this first encounter that you're going to be having with that person really is going to spark something in your mind, and you're going to be looking at that person in a very good light right from the start. I see for this option that you're not going to be you will not know that person very well before that kiss, but it's definitely you're gonna have a very good feeling towards that person, and you're going to be drawn to that person, so that yeah, you just want to like know what that person is all about. So how about the other person? Strength. Yeah, I see that they're going to be, it's either like, I'll just give you an example. Maybe you are at a social gathering or at a bar, because I see that there will be some drinking involved in here. And they are going to be like restraining their urges, all right? So they're going to be feeling very sexual towards you, but they're going to keep it low-key and trying to keep their balance, because I can see that you won't be the only ones. Yeah. Knight of Wands. They're going to be like swinging. They're going to try to keep their balance in front of everybody. But yeah, they're going to be feeling very, very, very sexual towards you. And I can see also that you too, you're going to be feeling very drawn to that person, and you would want them like to be to make that first step. And trust me, this person is they don't mess around. So they're just going to approach you right away, maybe offer you a drink or maybe offer you to something, and you're gonna start. Ooh la la. Ay, 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 ay. A very climax approaches. I think this is the most sexual option that we're having in this reading, because wow, I feel drawn to get another card. Bring love into the situation. So with bring love into the situation, I definitely see that you two are needing to slow down a little bit, because you're coming from a very driven, passionate energy. I see a lot of passion. So with this bring love into the situation card, I see that it's actually you would need that feeling, because this is like from your part. I see that especially from your part, you would feel like that this energy is like burning your insides, and you would feel like you need to calm down a little bit. But your person, you can see here with the Aries, you can see with the horns and the look. Oh my god, the look of this oh. But for you, you're gonna be feeling like it's almost you're gonna be making a show that, oh, I don't care, and you'll have maybe to court me a little bit more. So you're gonna be a little bit hard to get, but definitely you can see this water that this woman is pouring out of this jar. You're gonna be you're gonna be feeling a lot of things. So now just right after the kiss, how are you going to be like? Just right after before the kiss. Just right before the kiss. How are you going to be like? How are you going to feel? Any messages? Five of Swords. Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups. Yeah, first of all, you're going to be feeling very, very passionate, but it's like you want to run from the situation, because you feel like this is not gonna bring you any good. All right, so you would feel like, oh, this is just going to be a fling, this is just going to be something that we're gonna enjoy for a minute and nothing is going to come after it. Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. Oh, Queen of Coins. I feel so hot, guys. Oh. So it's like they're going to be feeling it's like torture, because it's going to be feeling such a burden for them. They're going to be feeling like it's like burning from the inside. It's like so much. They you know, the Ace of Cups, the explosion of liquids, you know. They really are going to be dying to do something about that feeling that they are like experiencing in your presence, because they would feel very, very drawn to you. At the same time, it's just that they're going to be coming from this energy of the Queen of Coins. although that we have seen that they are actually the Knight of Wands, they just like, they wouldn't want to scare you off, or maybe because I feel like this person is going to be charging ahead and they're going to be very fierce. So how about your energy during the kiss? The energy during the kiss. Let's see the actual kiss. The actual kiss right now. The Page of Coins. The Chariot. So what I see from here is that, especially with this Chariot card, I can see that both of you are going to go at it at the same time, and you're gonna go like back and forth. So first of all, it's gonna last a long time. All right, it's going to be strong. It's like you're going to be bumping into each other. It's such a strong energy that I'm feeling right now. And also with this Page of Coins, it's definitely they are going to be offering you something. So either offering you, but they will not be blunt about it. So this is what I see from this card. I see that they're just going to be just suggesting, because I see from all the cards that we have seen already that they want to go for more. Yeah, so they want to go for it, but they're just going to be suggesting to you if you would like to go forward or not, because I see that you're going to be kissing for a long time. So maybe if I don't know why I have this image of maybe putting you on the wall, so maybe pressing you on the wall, and you're gonna press them again. So both of you are going to be coming from with a very strong energy, and they're like either like make you a gesture or something that will make you understand that they want more or something. But it's, from what I see, it really is up to you if you want to go forward or not. So let's see when it comes to your energy. What is the energy that you're going to be having during the kiss? Fortuna. Bridge. So with this card that you are having, I see that you might be taking that offer, because I can see that they have like made a suggestion for you so that you can move forward. And you can see this dove in here that is given to this woman, this pentacle, and so she's reaching for it, and she's gonna grab it. So maybe, I don't see that for all of you, but maybe that you are actually going to be going for more after that kiss. And I really don't blame you, because it's going to be a very passionate kiss. So for here as well, I see that you two, like you can see, and with this 6, it's giving me the vibe of sex. So just so you know, I see that yeah, they're going to build a bridge between you two guys so you can move forward. And I don't know why I see this bridge as their, you know, masculine thingy, and yeah, they're going to be utilizing it during that night or day, I don't know. I see that it's going to last for a very long time. So maybe during the night, and it's going to go until the sun comes up. Additional messages for the kiss, please. But now we're not really talking about the kiss, we're talking about the sex. additional card. One additional card, please. Fulfillment and responsibility. So I see right away, like after the kiss or after the sex, if you decide to go further with like their offer, you're going, both of you, to feel a very deep sense of fulfillment, and it's like you have clicked a very deep nerve inside each other. With this flower as well, and with this, what is depicted here in the picture, it's like both of you are going to be feeling blooming from the inside. So there might be multiple orgasms during that night or during that day, I don't know, because I see nights, day, I see a lot of things. But with this fruit and responsibility, disclaimer guys, if you don't want to get pregnant, yeah, responsibility in fruit, you know the deal. So be very cautious, maybe use multiple, you know, protection, not only one, and keep rich, like have enough with you so that you can. But with this responsibility, definitely I see that also with 5, I see that it's going to be like the beginning of a very, very passionate relationship between you two guys and your person, especially your person. I see that they're going to be feeling a deep sense of maybe it's time for them. Maybe they're going to be giving your relationship a chance. It's definitely apparent that this this feeling that they are going to be having at the beginning with you is based on passion and the sexual attraction. But because they're going to be it's like nothing they have experienced before, they're just going to be very linked to you through that experience that you're going to be having. So definitely with this 5, I see that there's going to be a change in the way that they are looking at the situation. So maybe at the beginning, maybe when they are just like when they just saw you, they're going to be feeling like they're just like they want to have a good time, and I feel like you two were wanting to have a good time. But this experience that you two are going to be together, to be experiencing together, it's going to be changing the way that you look at things, and maybe consider starting something that is more than just like just a kiss or a night. You're going to be going forward from that. So how about after the kiss or the sex? So kissing or sexing, how is it going to be like with you? How are you going to be feeling? 10 of coins, 6 of cups, and then 3 of swords. Yeah, you're going to be feeling very good, but also very fearful because you don't know the intentions of the other person. It's very understandable because, oh, the lovers, Wheel of Fortune. So your person is going to be called to make a decision, because I can see that yeah, with this word as well, they don't want things to stop, and they want things to move forward with this Wheel of Fortune, and they want to maybe start something very solid with you. So this kiss, or this connection that you two are going to be having together, is gonna make, or maybe pull or push your person to make a decision to like to have something worthwhile with you. But you are going to be feeling a little scared. A fairy climax approaches again. I was not feeling this one, guys, but we have seen it, and we can look at maybe some other cards, because it jumped out right from the path, and I just wasn't feeling it. So let's see, how is it going to be like after please? How is it going to be feeling to be like between you two, guys? So if you feel like if you have this nothing will come out of the situation, yeah, I was just about to say it. If you feel like you're like fearful of maybe this person just wanting to like do a hit and run or something, just keep in mind that it's actually possible. And what you like, the energy that you should keep in mind is that you two had some fun, and just keep it light-hearted, because we can see definitely that this person is actually making decisions so that they can move things forward. So do not overthink the situation. This is the most important thing that I'm having from this card. Communication is key, yeah. And if there is something, definitely, if there is something that you are not okay with, or if it's at the beginning, we have seen like during the case that they are going to be offering you to go with them. If you're not feeling comfortable with that, just communicate it clearly and say that this is not your speed, and you just want maybe to start going out and going through some dates and see where it's gonna lead. So with this Three of Swords again, I feel like even if this very passionate feeling is going to be like pushing you to make some kind of decision, please keep in mind that you have free will, and anything that you're not comfortable doing, communicate it clearly. This is like the most important message. If you don't want to go and do something that you're not comfortable doing, just communicate that. And I see definitely that this person is gonna respect your decision no matter what. All right, so if you want to go for more after that very passionate kiss, all the power to you, girl. But just keep in mind that it's not going to be like 100% that afterwards you're gonna start being in a relationship. Yeah, because I definitely see that you two guys, even if you are feeling very passionate toward each other, at that point you will not be knowing each other enough so that you can make that decision either to be in a relationship or not. So just keep things light-hearted if you decide to go and maybe go for more after that kiss. If not, if you're not feeling comfortable, please guys, keep in mind that it is a possibility that you will not be together with that person afterwards. And if you are not comfortable with going with being physically sexual after you two kiss, just tell your person that, and I can guarantee that this person is going to be very understanding, and they also are going to be telling you what they want, and you can go a step further from there. All right, so yeah, just keep in mind that anything that you would like to do is going to be received with understanding from the other person, and just go with the flow. If you decide to go ahead with the if you want to spend the night with that person. All right, so this is what I see for you guys. It's definitely going to be a very, very steamy kiss, and for the people that are going to go further, yeah, please let me know in the comment section down below how is it like, and if there is any steamy details, I would love to know. So thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to comment down below